So I think it's a testament and a credit to everybody. Again, they're everybody. Well, they haven't beaten anybody. We'll talk about that here in a second. There's nothing they can do about the schedule. You play who you play. If their starting quarterback happens to be hurt, well, just go out and beat them. And other than really one game, there's one game that I look back and there are 3 losses: Arizona, Philadelphia, and San Francisco. The only one that doesn't fit at all is Arizona. I mean, Arizona's terrible. And the quarterback who beat them that day, they cut, and now he's in Minnesota and looks to be kind of average. But by and large, they're 8-3 for a reason. They're really good, and they're going to. And now we get to see who they are, because coming up, beginning on Thursday night at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, the Cowboys will be in their hardest stretch of the season, where they will play 5 teams in a row that have basically winning records. Seattle comes in on Thursday night with a 6-5 record. Then the Cowboys host Philadelphia. Philadelphia is the best team in the NFL right now at 10-1. The Cowboys go to Buffalo. Buffalo is very hard to read. They're 6-6. They lost in overtime on Sunday in Philly, a really exciting game. Then the Cowboys go on the road again to play a very dynamic Miami team. The Fish are 8-3. Then they come back and they host Dan Campbell's Detroit Lions, and they're 8-3. And then the Cowboys finish up the regular season on the road against a bad Washington team, which is 4-8, and a team the Cowboys just trashed 45-10 in front of Dolly Parton on Thanksgiving. Clarence, of these 5 games, Seattle, Philly, Buffalo, Miami, Detroit, what record should we expect the Cowboys to get to prove that this 8-3 record isn't just because they beat up on a bunch of Carolina Panthers?
I think they need to go 3-2.
3-2, not 4-1.
No, I mean,
okay.
It's
okay, that's fine. That's your answer. That's good.
I mean, I think they need to go 3-2. I mean, if 4-1 is, I mean, they go 4-1, they're going to finish this. That's going to be the only loss the rest of the year. I mean, they're going to.
Yeah, 4-1. No, I'm looking at this record, and 4-1. I mean, they should beat Seattle.
Yeah, they should beat Seattle. I think they'll beat Philly. I mean, they play so well at home.
I think you're right. I think
going to Buffalo in 1 degree temperature,
So you
Miami.
You and I've got them beating Seattle and Philadelphia. Now you go at Buffalo. That's not going to be fun. Miami's no joke. And then Detroit's pretty good and it's home. So you and I think we probably agree they'll win out at home and they'll lose the 2 road games. Is that what you think?
I think so. I think so. And again, we don't know what to make of Buffalo and what they're going to be. And of course, everybody's going to move the goalposts, because as soon as they beat Seattle doesn't have a winning record. They're 6-6. Then Buffalo's not a team with a winning record. We're going to move the goalposts anyway, as we all do. And even if they beat Philly, well, they got to do it in the playoffs. But, this is a measuring stick. Even Michael Parsons talked about it. There's a chance to prove themselves. They're going to have to prove it again. But, as much confidence as they've gained over the last 6 games and how they played, just think of the confidence boost they will have going to the playoffs if they come out of the next 5 games 3-2 or even 4-1 or even 5-0.
I think you're right. 5-0 would be heavy.
Oh my God.
The one that concerns me, because I can't figure them out, and Buffalo has suffered major losses on defense to their secondary, and their offense is kind of a mess. Josh Allen with Stephon Diggs is kind of a, it's off again, on again. They should have won the game in Philly, but they didn't. And that's what sometimes happens in those seasons. But they've got 6 games to get their act in order. I think Detroit's pretty good. They're a lot better than I thought. They've proven what people predicted about them before the season. They've lived up to their credit.